Every year, thousands of safety professionals leave India with one dream: Gulf salary. A dream sold by agents through glossy brochures, WhatsApp statuses, and sweet promises like salary 3,500 AED, food free, accommodation free, overtime guaranteed, promotion fast. But what if I told you that most of these promises disappear the moment your flight lands? What if the salary you imagined is not even close to what you actually receive? Today, we're exposing the real salary versus what agencies promise. And trust me, this truth is something every safety aspirant must hear before taking a single step toward the Gulf. Welcome to Workplace HSE Explained. I'm Pravin, and in this 4-part series, we're breaking down the biggest salary myths in Gulf safety jobs. If you're planning to work in UAE, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, or Saudi Arabia, this video might save you lakhs of rupees, months of frustration, and years of regret. Because the biggest mistake candidates make is believing that the Gulf is a shortcut to money. The truth? The Gulf is not a shortcut. It's a system. And if you don't understand that system, you will be disappointed the moment you arrive. Let's start with the typical lines every candidate hears. Salary 2,500 to 3,500 AED for freshers. Food and accommodation free. Overtime guaranteed. You will become safety officer in 6 months. Company is very big, very famous. These promises are designed to trigger your emotions: hope, excitement, urgency. But here's the reality. These numbers are marketing tools, not actual salary structures. The moment you land, the story changes. Salary becomes 1,500 to 1,800 AED. Food allowance becomes manage yourself. Accommodation becomes shared rooms with 6 to 10 people. Overtime becomes only if project needs. Job role becomes helper plus safety assistant. This is the moment most candidates realize the dream they bought was never real. And this is just the beginning. In Part 2, we'll break down country-wise real salary ranges, expose the exact numbers, and show you how far they are from what agencies promise. Stay with me. The truth gets even deeper.
In Part 1, we exposed how agencies sell dreams using inflated salary numbers. Now it's time to look at the real salary structure across the Gulf. Before you spend money on visas, medicals, tickets, or certifications, you deserve to know exactly what you're stepping into. UAE is the first country agents use to attract candidates. Why? Because Dubai looks glamorous. Burj Khalifa, marina, luxury cars, these visuals create the illusion of high earnings. But the reality for safety freshers is very different. Agencies promise 3,000 to 4,000 AED. Actual fresher salary, 1,500 to 2,000 AED. Safety assistant, 2,000 to 2,500 AED with NIBOSH plus some experience. 2,600 to 3,000 AED, rare shutdown roles. Cost of living is high. Food and transport are expensive. Savings are often very low in the first year. UAE is great for experience, not for immediate savings. Qatar is known for discipline and well-organized projects, but salaries are not as high as agents claim. Agencies promise 3,500 to 4,500 KAR. Actual fresher salary, 1,800 to 2,500 KAR. 2,800 to 3,500 KAR, with experience, 4,000 plus KAR. Specialized roles. Accommodation is usually better. Food allowance is realistic, but promotions are slow and switching companies is difficult due to strict rules. Saudi is the biggest market today because of mega projects like Neom, The Line, Red Sea, and Qiddiya. Agencies promise 4,000 to 5,000 SAR, actual fresher salary 1,800 to 2,500 SAR, 2,800 to 3,500 SAR, mid-level, 4,000 to 6,000 SAR, oil and gas, shutdowns. Saudi offers the best savings potential, but the work pressure is high and the climate is extreme. Oman is peaceful and culturally rich, but salaries are modest. Agencies promise 300 to 350 OMR. Actual fresher salary 180 to 250 OMR. 250 to 320 OMR. Experienced. Savings are moderate, but lifestyle is comfortable. These countries have fewer openings for freshers. Most companies prefer 3 to 5 years of Gulf experience. Typical fresher salary, 120 to 180 KWD, Kuwait. 150 to 220 BHD, Bahrain. Good pay, but harder to enter. Across all Gulf countries, the average fresher salary equals 35,000 to 45,000 rupees per month. Not 1 lakh, not 1.5 lakh. Not what agents show in their WhatsApp statuses. Most candidates feel cheated not because the Gulf is bad, but because expectations were unrealistic. So here's the real question. If salaries are lower, why do agencies promise such high numbers? How do they convince thousands of job seekers every year? And what psychological tricks do they use to make you believe the dream? In Part 3, we expose the exact tactics agencies use, and once you understand them, you'll never fall for false promises again. If you've ever attended a Gulf interview in India, you've definitely heard this magical line. Salary depends on your performance, but minimum 3,000 AED confirmed. It sounds safe. It sounds guaranteed. It feels like the agent is helping you. But this is exactly where the trap begins, because the number they show you is rarely the number you'll ever see in your bank account. This part exposes the psychology and manipulation agencies use to inflate salaries and push you into paying fast. The most common trick. Agents highlight the biggest number, not the real take-home. They say 3,000 AED, but the breakdown usually looks like basic 1,500 AED, allowance 500 AED, food not provided, OT not guaranteed, deductions hidden. Your actual savings? Much lower. The number 3,000 exists only to attract you. Candidates imagine 3 meals a day. Reality often means 1 meal, or food only during shutdown, or a small allowance that doesn't cover even half your expenses. Food in the Gulf is costly, and this lie destroys your monthly savings. You'll become safety officer in 6 months. Sounds motivating, but promotions depend on client approval, budget, market conditions, company policy. Most people stay in the same role for years. The fast promotion line is pure fantasy. Agents use big company names to impress you, but you're usually hired by subcontractors, manpower suppliers, third-party agencies, meaning lower salary, fewer benefits, and less job security. The big brand name is only bait. This is where most candidates fall. Agents create panic so you don't think clearly. Only 10 seats left. Visa ready. Interview tomorrow. Urgency forces you to pay without verifying anything. OT is never guaranteed. It depends on project deadlines and client needs. But agents inflate the package by saying 1,800 AED plus OT equals 3,500 AED. In reality, OT may be 0 for months. Many agencies charge registration fee, medical fee, processing fee, offer letter fee. Most of these are unnecessary. A genuine employer never asks for money for basic documentation. Now that you know the tricks, the final part becomes crucial, because understanding the lies is only step 1. The real power is knowing how to protect yourself. In Part 4, we'll reveal how to identify genuine offers, avoid scams, and build a real Gulf career with confidence. You now know the lies. You know the tricks. But the most important part is this: how to protect yourself. Because the Gulf is not a trap. It's an opportunity for those who walk in prepared. Step 1. Verify the company. Before paying anything, demand company name, project, client, location, salary breakup, food and accommodation details. If they avoid answers or say don't worry, that's your first red flag. Search the company online. Check reviews, website, project history. A real company leaves a digital footprint. A fake one weaves excuses. Step 2. Ask for salary breakup. Never accept a single number like 3,000 AED. Ask for basic, allowances, OT rate, working hours, weekly off, food and accommodation. This one step exposes most lies. A genuine employer always provides written details. Step 3. Never pay for promises. Avoid paying for guaranteed job, guaranteed promotion, guaranteed OT, guaranteed visa. No one can guarantee these. Pay only for legitimate expenses like medical, visa stamping, or ticket, and only after receiving a valid offer letter. Step 4. Build skills before going. Don't go with just one certificate. Strengthen your profile with NIBOSH IGC, First Aid, Fire Safety, Risk Assessment, PTW, H2S, Confined Space. These small additions increase confidence, salary, and opportunities. Step 5. Set realistic expectations. Your first job is for experience, not luxury. Your first salary is not your final salary. Real growth looks like Year 1, assistant. Year 2, 3, officer. Year 4, 5, senior officer. Year 6, plus, engineer, supervisor. Year 8 to 10, HSE manager. Slow, steady, real. Step 6. Understand the Gulf mindset. Employers value discipline, punctuality, communication, documentation, attitude. A candidate with average certificates but strong behavior grows faster than someone with many certificates but poor attitude. Step 7. Know when to switch. Your first job builds experience. Your second job builds salary. Your third job builds stability. After 1 to 2 years, you can move to better companies with better pay, food, accommodation, and culture. Final message. The Gulf is not magic. It won't make you rich overnight, but it can give you stability and growth if you walk in with awareness. Don't chase fantasies. Chase skills. Chase experience. Chase growth. When you build your career on reality, the Gulf becomes a land of opportunity, not disappointment. Outro. If this 4-part series opened your eyes or saved you from a bad decision, subscribe to Workplace HSE Explained. This channel gives you honesty, clarity, and real-world guidance, not sugar-coated promises. Your journey matters, your dreams matter, and I'm here to help you build a safety career that lasts.